No whammies, no whammies, just great movies. Michael Cook. He's here to review The Friend and The Luckiest Man in America.
Yes, both these movies are opening at theaters today. So let's start off with The Friend, which stars Naomi Watts and Bill Murray. At the beginning of the film, Naomi Watts and Bill Murray are best of friends. They're both writers. Naomi Watts, in addition to being a writer, she's also a teacher at a local college. At the beginning of the film, though, sadly, Bill Murray's character dies unexpectedly. Oh. And his wife, Bill Murray's wife, wants Naomi Watts to take this massive 150-pound Great Dane because she just can't take care of him. And Naomi Watts lives in a small rent-controlled apartment, ultimately decides to take this massive dog that just sort of upends her life, and she starts trying to grapple with the loss of one of her closest friends while at the same time dealing with this dog that the apartment building does not allow to stay. So she's grappling with a lot of things all at the same time, in addition to Bill Murray's past, and he has two ex-wives and a bunch of girlfriends. Clearly Bill Murray's character was a womanizer in this film. Look, this kind of movie you've seen before in terms of its New York City and intellectuals and writers and that kind of tropes, but I think the acting of Naomi Watts and Bill Murray really rise it above some of the cliches we've seen before. And Naomi Watts is fantastic at this woman grappling with loneliness and grief and thinking, re-examining her past while at the same time dealing with with a dog that probably weighs more than her in New York City. So I did enjoy this movie. There's an end scene where Bill Murray and Naomi Watts talk again. It just really gets you in the gut. So I give this an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. So it's a lot of flashbacks in it, I would
Some
assume.
flashbacks.
Since
exactly.
he died early.
Exactly. They are told flashbacks.
All right, cool. All right, The Luckiest Man.
Luckiest Man in America. This is based on a true story. It's set in 1984. A man played by Paul Walter Hauser. There you see him with a bow tie and the beard.
Is he a professor?
Well, no, he is an unemployed ice cream truck salesman or man, and he finagles.
You mean with the music and all that?
Yeah, with the whole. He actually has a truck. He finagles his way onto this game show called Press Your Luck, and it's a combination of a little bit of trivia, but then there's a big board where the lights go around it, and you press a button, and maybe it hits on a cash prize, or you hit a whammy, and then you lose all your money. Well, in this, the true story is Paul Walter Hauser's character figures out or starts winning. He keeps pressing the button, and every time he wins, and of course all the executives behind the scenes are freaking out. How is he doing this? Is he gaming the system? Is somebody helping him? David Stratham is the executive trying to figure it out. Walton Goggins there is the announcer. All the while they're trying to investigate this man in the middle of the TV show to figure out how is he keep winning. He's winning 10,000, 20,000 over and over again. Again, this is based on a true story. Paul Walter Hauser is just a fantastic actor, and you really he brings a bit of pathos and emotion to it. But the downside of this movie, it doesn't really quite gel in the suspense that it needs to keep you really engaged. You love this fact that maybe this underdog is really sticking it to the corporate game show, but the tension is just not quite there where I wanted it to be to keep you on the edge of your seat. But there are fine performances throughout this film, and even more fun that this is based on a true story. So I enjoy this movie. I do recommend it, but I give it a 7.5 out of 10.
So not quite a whammy, but
close. Not quite
close.
a whammy, but still fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
But if you're a child of the 80s, you would probably want to see this.
Yeah, the clothes and the game show and all the cheesiness that are our game show. So that was a lot of fun to see.
When I loved it when I was homesick from school.
Oh, that was the best thing.
I loved that show, man. All right.